Thank you very much, Larry. As usual, here in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They go, no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They run a draw here on 2nd down. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sheldon Rankins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people. Really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Escaping the pressure right. The swing pass caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Lacey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Lacey will try again. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Eddie Lacy taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision.
straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there from 4 yards out. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. And his kick is right through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Charles, earlier we talked a lot about Russell Wilson, what a great job he did last year in 2017 as Seattle's offense is working their way back onto the field. But they're probably going to need to find a running game to alleviate some of that pressure on Wilson, right?
Yeah, you think? I mean, my goodness, when you take a look at what Russell Wilson did, he more than doubled the rushing yardage of Mike Davis, who finished second. And Mike Davis didn't begin the year on Seattle's roster. They went through a number of runners this season, none of them that fit and really hit. Chris Carson, they thought, was going to be the guy who got hurt early in the year, but they definitely have to find a running game and get back to playing that Seattle football of run first and let Russell Wilson take over from there.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they have the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeout. 4 by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound to the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles, Teron Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll put it in the hands of their playmaker again. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Breeze going to go on 4th down. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. Breeze now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Off the play field, gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone set.
Okay, I was gone for a minute.